Hello YouTubers, Grumpy Old Man here. This is a whip that was my great-grandfather's. Nice. Well, you gotta figure that's 3 feet. So it's got a bit of a reach to it. What I'm doing today, like that saddle we've seen in some of the videos, gotta do some restoration to it. A bottle of liquid Neatsfoot oil here. And all of the leather, get some oil on it, whether it wants it or not. You can just dip it in there if you have to. This helps. Neatsfoot, Neatsfoot. Now you can get it where it's mixed with mink oil. You can get it where it's mixed with dubbin. Same thing, just a brand name really. You can get it where it's got silicone in it. You don't want the silicone. Petroleum product. Just stick with the natural. Restoring the natural oils in the leather, just like your own hands. You keep them, moisturized. The skin doesn't get dry and crack. Well, that's exactly what we're doing here. The leather will absorb all of the oil like a sponge soaking up water. So I can put it in thick in one spot, knowing that it's not going to stay thick in that spot. It's going to get sucked right through. All of it, from inside out, it's going to absorb what it can. Later on, I'll come back with a rag, and if there's any excess, I'll just wipe it off. But I use my hands simply because it's good for my hands too. A little oil on the wood. It's getting kind of... I'm going to have to ask Smitty what he can tell me about this whip. Grandpa had it, around with his horses and farming, and it just, where it came into the collection, Dad might remember. So, we're doing a family gathering in June. We'll sit him down and get him to tell us a story about this. He's got a few stories. End of the nail is sticking out. I gotta catch that piece. I'm not gonna do it right now because my hands are all oily. Just need to tap that in, file it down just a touch. I look at how the leather's standing up here at this point, which takes the most stress. The nail goes right through there, so if it ever breaks off, I can undo that, stick the handle down here and drive that nail through again. Now I'm just going to let that sit there for a day, stew in its own juices. It's got a nylon cracker on the end. I got a few of those kicking around. So, there we go. Looks pretty good. You're looking to see, all of it glistens. It's glistening, and that means it's got some oil sitting on the surface, which will absorb into the leather. Tomorrow I'll come back and finish that piece off. There's the rag I use it with. Wipe off the excess. And there, folks. Probably the last project I'm going to do today in the workshop. Maybe not. It's nice out. A couple of degrees above zero. The pellet stove is working great. Probably hear it humming in the background. And there we go. Subscribe. Got questions? Comments? Go ahead. You know how to do it. Thanks.